Let's have a conversation. Tell me what you think about the issues of the world. What kind of spice you wanna be? Tell me where you wanna travel. Do you believe in luxury? What's your hidden passion? What makes you so unique? Conversations with Nicole. Conversations with Nicole. Conversations with Nicole. Conversations with Nicole.
Greetings! Welcome to Conversations with Nicole. As part of Women's History Month, we are exploring women in construction and Women Build 2017. Pamela Jones-Smith, President and CEO of Bernexis Construction and Development, a Florida-certified woman-owned general contractor and roofing contractor, leads our discussion. Let's listen in on the conversation. So, Pamela Jones-Smith, I have known you for many years.
Yes.
You were a real estate agent, and now you are a general contractor.
Yes.
How did you transition from real estate agent to general contractor, and why?
Well, it was always a dream of mine. Growing up, I watched my grandfather in construction, and as I grew up and being in interior design, because that's where I transitioned, or that's where it started.
That's
I
where
knew
it
that
started.
designing was my thing, my passion. I love to create things. I love to design things. And so once I got my degree in interior design from Florida State, I had already told my husband, I was dating him at the time, that it was something, being a contractor was something that I wanted to do. And that was almost 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so once I got through the part of the real estate and all of that, I decided, after working in commercial real estate, I wanted to go ahead and tackle it. So I did. I just went ahead and got into that class, and I started that process.
Do you have a specialty, commercial, residential, new construction, remodeling?
Well, specialty-wise, I prefer commercial.
Okay.
I can do residential or commercial. I can really do anything I want to do based on the license that I hold.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer, though, commercial. It's more of a challenge, but I like the ability to reach for the stars and get the most out of what I want to do. So for me, commercial is that vehicle to do that.
Okay, what barriers have you experienced as a female general contractor,
Well,
if any?
It's been, as you say, as a female contractor, I think that people, be it a female or a male, don't really take female contractors seriously. I think that they may think that we're soft or we don't know what we're doing, but we do. Not only did I go to school, but prior to going to the classes to get the licenses, I actually studied and I actually worked, meaning I put on roofs. I worked doing sheetrock. I worked with commercial contractors and actually did the work.
So you walked the walk.
Correct.
Okay.
And that was prior to actually going into the testing part of it. Because my goal was to not just be a paper contractor. I'm not a contractor right now that will actually do the work, but if I have to, I'll do it.
Okay. You can do it if you need to.
Yes.
Okay.
But I want to show other females, young people, that it's good to be able to do it, just in case the person that you hire can't do it. You can go in and make sure it gets done, and you can make sure that that person who's doing it is doing it the right way.
Absolutely. That's very important.
Yes.
To have that knowledge, because anything can happen.
True. Very true.
And
Very
you
true.
want to make sure the work is being done right.
Correct.
Yes. As a female general contractor, do you believe that you bring some unique benefits to the profession that a male general contractor doesn't?
As a female, I know that I am very detail oriented. So I can pick something out quickly, and for me, it's not acceptable. So So in terms of when I look at a project, whether it's the plans, whether it's starting the, erecting it up, or we're kind of going toward the end of it and going back and looking, the eye for detail, as I think of as a female contractor, I think that's our strong suit, and I think it's mine as well.
I agree. I'm very detail oriented as well, and I think that tends to be more of a female attribute, that administrative type work. So.
And I have clients tell me that.
Do you?
That they say, wow, we've had several, other people come in and they didn't ask us this, or they didn't ask us about that, or we didn't even think about that, and nor that they didn't think about that. And thank you for looking above and beyond what we actually see. Because for me, I want to make sure that it's not just going to last from the person moving into that particular project, but it's going to last for years to come. So if there's going to be an issue, I want to be able to try to capitalize on it, get on it, and try to correct it before it goes to the next stage.
So tell me about a project that you worked on that you really enjoyed.
Okay. It's a small project that I did with the state of Florida, and it's a fencing project for one of the parks down in Ocala.
Okay.
Small project, but we had to use a lot of big machinery to actually get it done with clearing and grubbing and actually before we actually put the fencing in. And so for me, it was a lot of fun. You get to play with the toys, and you get to just oversee. Not only did I actually get the along with my partner, we actually got the crew together, but just to actually see the complexity of the actual project. And it was just a lot of fun for me.
Okay.
It went smooth. It was a very smooth process. Not all projects you're going to run into something, but the project itself was fun and it was smooth, and I love that about it.
Great. So the name of your company is Bernexis. Tell me about the name.
Well, it's a combination of my son, my children's middle names.
Okay.
My son Sterling, he's 14. He's Sterling Bernard, and our daughter and our son. Our daughter Victoria Alexis. So we combined their middle names.
Bernard and Alexis to give Bernexis. I love it.
And my goal for that was I wanted to incorporate my babies in it. My daughter was like, okay, my son didn't really like it, but now they love it. So.
Great. Just, you are a superstar. I tell you, wife, mother, general contractor, business owner, and you're showing that we as women can do it all. So yes. I'm glad to hear that. What advice would you give a woman that is looking to become a general contractor?
I would say don't let anything stop you. It's never too late to do, whether it's being a GC or anything. I would tell any young person or any older person or whatever the person is, just do it. And don't stop until you get it. For me, it was, I'm thankful that I passed all the exams the first time, but it may not happen. It didn't happen for all of the testing that I did, but for that I was focused. So I would say focus on what your dream is and go after it.
Great advice, great advice. Now I know that you have worked with the local Habitat affiliate here in Tallahassee in building some of their homes. They have a women's build coming up. Is that something that you would recommend for a woman that's looking to maybe get into construction work, just to kind of get their feet wet, to get a feel of what that might be like?
I would say yes. That was one of the organizations I did work with them because I wanted to actually do hands-on. And so they were wonderful to work with and very helpful, from the processing of the project to doing the work until the completion. I went through all of the phases. And I would say yes, and it's a very strong motivator for you, because you can see the families that it's going to impact, and the wonderful, the love that's put into the project itself. And so I enjoy each and every time that I've been a part of it. I've enjoyed each one.
Great. Thank you so much for your time with us today. Is there anything you'd like to say in closing?
Well, thank you for this opportunity. You are a sweet angel, and I'm really proud of you, and I commend you for the spirit that you have, the love that you have, and the passion that you have.
Oh.
Like I said, I was going to be here. It didn't matter what happened, and I was going to make sure that I want to support you, because you're worth it.
Oh, you are so kind and so sweet. Thank you so much, Pamela, for joining us today, and all the best with Bernexis and the great legacy you're leaving for your children and for the rest of us here who aspire to do great and wonderful things. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Stay tuned for more conversations. Welcome back to Conversations with Nicole. Joining me now is Nolah Shotwell, the Development Director for Big Bend Habitat for Humanity. Welcome, Nolah.
Thank you, Nicole, for having me.
So, Big Bend Habitat has a huge event coming up.
Yes, we do.
It is Women Build 2017.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Yes, okay. So Women Build 2016.
2017.
2017, I apologize.
It's okay.
This is our second year. 2016 was our first year that we decided, you know what, we don't want it to be a Women Build Day. We want this to be an entire build of women in the Tallahassee area coming together, engaging, having a great time, motivating one another, and building a home for a deserving mother here in the Tallahassee area.
Wonderful. So our topic today is women in construction. And we just spoke to Pamela Jones-Smith,
Yes.
a general contractor who has worked on some habitat projects.
Absolutely.
And she said that she thought that the Women's Bill would be a great opportunity for women who are interested in getting involved with construction to come out and learn a little bit about how that whole process works. Do you agree with that?
I absolutely agree
Okay.
with that. And by the way, Pamela is great. Not only did she come onto our construction site and engage and take charge, but she also volunteers on subcommittees for the organization as well. So thank you, Pamela. But last year for Women Build, we actually had a female contractor lead the entire build.
Wonderful.
So that was her first time ever taking on a project like that, but it was one that she definitely stepped up and rose to the occasion. Unknowingly, we actually registered several other female contractors
Wow.
that ended up on the build site with us as well. So we were like, wow, all of this girl power that we didn't even realize would be there.
Right.
So it was pretty amazing. But yes, again, this is the prime opportunity for any woman who is even considering, even a young woman who may be in college that enjoys project management from the construction standpoint, but may be intimidated about that on-site process. I think a Habitat construction site is a wonderful place to come out and get your feet wet.
A great learning ground.
Definitely.
So tell me about Women Build in terms of when it starts and how long it will go for, and what are the activities that will be taking place during that time?
Well, Women Build will kick off with what we call a Blitz Week. So a Blitz Week encompasses 4 intense days of building. We will start March 27th, that Monday, at 8 o'clock in the morning. That will be the kickoff.
Okay.
Anyone who registers for the build is welcome to come out that morning at 8 o'clock, and just come out and fellowship with us and rejoice in us raising that first wall.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
what that first day is about.
Okay.
We'll raise that first wall, and we'll be done about 9:30 with the ceremonial events, and then we'll get to work until about 2:30 that day.
Okay.
We'll continue on for 4 days, so we'll go that March 27th through March 30th building. By the end of that week, we hope to have the trusses set and begin to start framing up the house,
Wow.
drying it in.
That's amazing.
It's tons of work. Like last year when we were building the build schedule, we were like, okay, maybe, no, we can't do that. And we did it. Like
Okay.
we did everything that we set out to do. And so this year we're hoping that it will be even bigger and better. So our build schedule will be March 27th through March 30th.
Okay.
We will take off that Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then we will pick up the normal women build schedule every Friday and Saturday
Okay.
until May 20th.
Okay.
So there's tons of opportunity available,
Right.
you know, if you want to get involved.
So who do you have involved so far?
Great question. So we reached out to Tallahassee Leon Federal Credit Union because we recognize their commitment in serving the individuals that we serve, those that need affordable housing. And they so graciously stepped up to the challenge and became a sponsor of Women Build.
Okay.
As well as Comcast. So we'll do a big Comcast Cares Day during the Women Build, which we plan to have about 1,000 people roaming that
my
neighborhood, doing a
goodness.
neighborhood cleanup and outreach. We have Oasis Center for Women and Girls, the Tallahassee Tallahassee Leon County Commission on the Status of Women and Girls. We have Tallahassee Women Lawyers.
So a number of women's groups
Definitely
have signed up
definitely.
and are a partner to this great
Absolutely.
event. Yes.
We have Nicole with Conversations with Nicole that will
Yes.
be on the roof hammering away, of
Yeah,
course.
you know what? If I can get up there, I will definitely
We have
do it.
ladders.
Yes, and that's a good thing. Yes, because I will need a ladder to get up there. Last year I did participate, and I had a great time. I bonded and met a lot of new people, and it's just, I don't know, it's just something about having that hammer in your hand and nailing that, whatever it is, to the wall, and, you know, they teach you the right way to do it, so you're safe and don't have to worry about taking off a thumb or a finger or anything like that, so,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so good. So you know, have been with Habitat for some time now, and you've helped many, many families with realizing their dream of home ownership. Tell me about a family that was kind of near and dear to your heart.
Well, they all are near and dear to
Of
my heart,
course.
But what comes to mind right now for me, we have a young lady in our office. Her name is Miata Kinlaw. She's a partner family. She was just recently approved by our board of directors to come in as a potential homeowner. Miata went through a very tragic accident some years ago. She had to learn to walk, talk, feed herself, do everything imaginable.
Wow.
But she decided she didn't want to be, you know, that needy person. So she got up, she started going to school. So she's in school now. She has 2 children, a boy and a girl that she's raising. But what impresses me more about Miata is that Miata, she has a break right now in between school. And she said, I'm not going to use this time to take a vacation. I'm not going to use this time to have downtime. I'm going to knock out my sweat equity hours.
Okay.
So within a 2-week time frame, she has literally put in 60, 70 hours,
Wow.
you know, of sweat equity. That type of time for some people will take 6-8 months, and she's done it in 2 weeks.
That's tremendous.
so
so she's very motivated.
Very, very motivated. Never, hey, can you? It's what can I do? And I think that's what always impresses me about someone like her, not sitting back waiting to be asked, but stepping up to the plate to say, how can I help?
Being
What can I do?
proactive.
And she's
Yes.
learning job skills
I
as well
bet.
by working in our office.
I bet,
So
I
we've been
bet.
able to put her on several different projects, and every one she's delivered. So.
Excellent. So what are some of the things that you all need for Women Build?
For Women Build right now, obviously, we want women to come out, but in order to build this house, in order to make it a success, we need dollars. And so financial support is definitely important in order to make this a successful event. So, you know, $20, $50, $250, $500, however you're able to help and support the organization and support the bill, we greatly appreciate it. The other thing that we need, obviously, would be, you know, female volunteers, but we also need to feed all of these people. So you're out there, you know how it can be on a long day on the construction site.
You need water.
You need water.
You
You
need
need Gatorade.
Gatorade.
You
Yes.
need breakfast. You
Yes.
need lunch. So if there are any women's groups or organizations
That
or
wanna
restaurants that want to step
sponsor.
up and sponsor a breakfast or sponsor a lunch, we greatly appreciate it.
Okay.
So.
Great. Is there anything different from 2016 to 2017 that you want to highlight?
In the build itself, anything different? One of the things that I think is really cool, and this will be for the younger folk, we are developing a geo filter.
Oh.
So with Snapchat, folks will be able to, you know, log onto their Snapchat and take a picture, and the habitat filter will come up on the picture for them. So folks can share it with their friends on social media and text it and whatever you do with it. I'm not quite sure
They will
just
really
yet.
like that. Yeah.
But I think that'll be something fun, and it'll be a great way to engage other people and motivate them to come out with us. So.
Are there any young ladies or women's group that are or girls groups that are coming out that you're aware of? Okay.
Right now, I probably have about 15 groups that are at least 20 women that are lined up and ready to go. It's on a first come, first served basis. So when you put your request in, I give it a week and I confirm your registration.
Got it.
Especially for our larger groups. For individuals, it's a lot, you know, easier to get on, but yes, there are tons of women groups that have already signed up, tons more that are saying, hey, we're getting our team together, we just got to figure out which day works best for us. But still tons of opportunity for more women to get involved.
Wonderful. So how can folks get involved? How can they contact you?
They can contact us at bigbendhabitat.org/womenbuild, or they can give us a call at our administrative office at 850-574-2288, option 0.
Okay, excellent. So now we know how to get you. Hopefully it's Women's History Month and we'll have a number of women come out and support. So thank you so much, Nolah, for sharing this information and, you know, doing what you do for the community, what Big Bend Habitat does for the human community to help people realize their dream of homeownership.
Thank you, Nicole.
So thank you, Nolah, for joining us today on Conversations with Nicole, and all the best with the Women's Bill.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for tuning in to Conversations with Nicole, where we connect the community through conversations. For more information on this or previous shows, visit Conversations with Nicole on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I am Nicole Everett, and we'll see you next time.